up, guys? So apparently we're gonna check out this video out called Triple H's One Regret with The Rock, aka the most electrifying man in sports entertainment today, The Rock. So before we check this video out, if you have not done so, make sure you all subscribe to the channel so that way I can provide more content for you guys. And of course, make sure you keep that notification bell on so that way you don't miss any videos that I upload. Now that we got that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and check this video out? Because I think I have a feeling, that the only regret is going to happen with The Rock. So why don't we go ahead and see what the man has to say.
I've never been involved with an organization that functions with such fluidity. I'm told where to go, I'm told what to do, and I listen. I'm a good employee.
Appreciate that.
Please don't fire me.
The game!
But it is exciting. That's what makes it so interesting. I want to talk about your rivalry with The Rock.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Damn good. Hell of a yes.
His career has been.
Yeah, hell of a segment together, man.
Kickstarted on the WWE. You guys both had prolific careers, and what you've done for the organization is amazing. But
Move the camera a little bit. Sorry about that.
It was for
Kind
me,
of crooked
at
there a
the
little bit,
time,
trying to make it straight.
you don't realize it. We've all talked
Think
about
I got it.
these,
Okay.
Stone Cold, Rock. We've all had these conversations at separate times. What an era that was, and the talent, and what we had to work with each other, and it just was a special time. But at the moment, it was just like Thursday. It's so
weird.
Yeah, you didn't understand it at the time. Now you look back and go, "Oh my God, it was so amazing and so wonderful."
And the funny thing is, that's how I started watching wrestling. I started watching wrestling around
like I can make
the Attitude Era,
talented guys,
and that's
ever
all I
in
was
this
hooked.
business, and I was getting to
the
work
first
with them.
wrestler I ever
So
liked.
when Rock came in,
It was
I
Kane
kinda just
and The Undertaker. Then it came to Steve
past
Austin.
my hurdles,
And when I first saw Stone Cold Steve Austin,
getting
it was
elevated
actually
into a
on a
position.
VHS tape,
Rock
WrestleMania
was the guy.
15, when he
You
had
know,
the main
and then
event
our
with The
career
Rock.
sort of do
I
this
never liked The Rock then until a
alignment
couple
with
years
each
down
other,
the
where
line.
it's like, we
I
fight over
started
it
liking
on
Stone
that
Cold
time,
Steve
whereas
Austin
two
first
guys
because
just trying to make
you
a
see
name for
him like he was a
themselves.
pretty badass and he didn't take shit for nobody and he do whatever he wants when he wants, and or as Stone Cold would say, Stone Cold does what he wants when he wants. I got hooked by Stone Cold Steve Austin instantly.
And he's with the Nation, and I'm with DX, and now we have this rivalry.
As far as
with
of
those
course,
two
of
groups,
Kane
we
and
bounce out of
Taker,
that.
the
He
same thing,
becomes
badass,
heel
they're
on the
monsters.
babyface, so then,
I was into like badass,
and he
savage
becomes a
monster
babyface, and I become a
characters.
heel again.
You know what I
And
mean?
now we're having this rivalry over the WWE Championship, and just moving up the line. Austin gets injured and has to leave, and Rock and I,
Right.
he put himself in a place as the number one babyface.
Yeah.
You know,
Rock was
right
hot.
in line with Steve.
In some cases, some
Because
people
I
would
was
say
there
he
when
was
I
as
saw
hotter
that,
as Stone Cold Steve Austin, and some people say that he was Stone Cold was as hotter
These guys
than The
need
Rock.
to be afraid of
I
it.
say they both
You
were
know,
neck to
you got
neck.
two, because you
In
can
that
just see
era,
the Rock.
both were neck to neck.
From the moment
Some
he
days
met
Stone
him,
Cold was
he
hotter,
so
other
good.
times The Rock was hotter.
Like, he
But
just
I think
gets
as soon as when
this
Stone Cold Steve
personality,
Austin
as soon as he
left,
figures out what that
because
is.
he had that injury, he had the
And
spinal
he
cord surgery
So
that he
they-
had
they
to do.
needed- You're only as good as the opposition.
The Rock had just like
Antagonist
took over
is
instantly.
protagonist and vice
Yeah.
versa. So
Makes you
I
wonder
knew
what would have
that's what
happened
I wanted that.
if Austin did not have to do.
But it just
That
wasn't
surgery.
the two of us. My only regret of the whole thing with Rock
Would it change
in 2000,
The Rock's momentum
We
and to
were,
be
we were poised to
as
have
popular
a
as
match
he
at
is now,
WrestleMania
or
1-on-one.
would it like
And I
would
think
it
that
stay
would've
the
been
same?
epic
You know what I mean? Like,
for both
will he
of us
get
in
the
that
same pop
the timing of
as he gets
Taker's
now?
return and Austin's
Had
return, and Austin
Austin had
wasn't
taken
yet, so
time
they
off,
pushed the
or
WrestleMania match
let me take it back. Has Austin had not taken time off due to his surgery? You know what I mean?
Back like a month later,
I think he probably
Cesaro
could.
cut
He
it.
could probably still
off
could.
now forever.
You
right?
know,
So
people were still hooking with The Rock
here he's
even
back,
before
and Big Show,
Austin had taken off. took time
like
off,
A month
you know,
later, or a couple of
The
months later,
surgery
we
that he
would
had
have
to do.
the one-on-one Iron Man match that we wanted to
Interesting.
have.
It's like one of those things, one of those things in wrestling
it's
terms where,
unfortunately for me,
or
was
wrestling
thinking,
fans,
so one
we
thing,
do
we
that
got
what if
this
thing. You know what I mean?
heated long-term rivalry, and then never got to pay it off on the biggest platform possible. And I think Rock feels that way too. Is why a couple of years ago we did a backstage little thing.
I
with
saw
the
that
two of
last
us.
night. Hilarious.
Yeah.
So
and,
funny.
and that was literally him
Yeah.
coming to me and saying like, dude, I want to do a match next year. I'd like to do it with you.
I was
Let us
so
have
pissed
that
when
same
they,
match you
man.
wanted to have. And I was like, yeah, I'm in.
Why
Right?
did the
I was down for it. I think the fans
Yeah.
Is it
grew up in
USA
the
teased the
attitude.
best in like
I believe they were
2014
down for that.
as well.
It's like one of those things where it
it's
should have
happened a couple of
happened,
times,
but
just,
it just
schedule-wise or whatever,
never happened.
It just couldn't take place. But
See?
you know, he's
Couldn't take
certain
place.
guys that I've
The
worked
Triple H
with,
just said.
you know, just Austin, I worked with like all the time because when Sean was injured, even before I was in that position, I was doing all the main events with Steve because Sean was out, right, and getting ready for WrestleMania. And so I you know, of the opponents I worked with the most, it's probably Rock and Steve during that time frame. It was just every night. And one of the things that I realized with Rock is, you know, it's very competitive environment for all of us, and sometimes that competitiveness could get heated, and sometimes it was, we all got along, but it was, you know,
Right.
it was competitive.
Each of you guys wanted to
but
get to
we
the top,
knew,
get to that
like,
one spotlight to be in the
you
wrestling
know,
business,
like
to be
I
the
knew for the
WWF
first time
champion.
I got
Because
rid
that's
of
where the
him,
money
I was
was.
like, man,
If you were the top of the food chain, top of the
dude,
card,
let's have some chemistry.
you make the most
This
money
is just-
because people
it's off the
pay
chart,
their
and it's gonna be-
good hard-earned money to come see you perform. So I can understand that, you know. And I think most wrestling fans would understand that as well, you know, because it's like, you know, it's no different than when you're working, right? When you first start working at, let's say, at a warehouse job or just any regular job, period, you know, yeah, a lot of times it's team related, it's team, you work as a team, but at the same time you have to be a little bit selfish because you want to get into the next level. So you want to show people like, look, man, we're a team player, but at the same time, like I'm gonna be working as hard, or if not harder than anybody else in this building. So I think we can all relate to that. But yeah, man, that match, man, that match he could have had with The Rock at WrestleMania 32, I believe. 31, they could have had it, but it's like they were teasing it, right? They were teasing it for WrestleMania 32. I feel like that could have happened there at WrestleMania 32. Cause think about it, they had like 100,000 plus fans out there. The Rock was there, and technically, quote quote, he had a match. In my opinion, it wasn't really a match, but you know, and Triple H had his thing with Roman Reigns. It just makes you wonder, like, damn, man, like, you know, and you know what? I've heard from Triple H and The Rock itself and Kurt Angle himself, I heard it from all three of them, that apparently a couple years ago, around, you know, the road to WrestleMania 34, apparently, instead of Kurt Angle teaming up with Ronda Rousey to take on Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, The Rock was supposed to team up with Ronda Rousey to take on Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, man, son of a bitch, man. And I love Kurt Angle, don't get me wrong, I love Kurt Angle. He's like one of my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time, you know, but man, you know, listen, we all us Attitude Era fans, late 90s, maybe early 2000s fans, we've all been wanting to see The Rock versus Triple H at WrestleMania for years. Okay, we've been wanting to see that for years. We've seen them go at it through different pay-per-views, through different house shows, through Raw, through SmackDown, you name it. But we never ever got them we never got to see them go at it at WrestleMania. It's like one of those things where it's like once in a lifetime. Kind of like with The Rock and John Cena. We never thought we'd see The Rock versus John Cena. But we got it, not once, but twice, on 2 WrestleManias. Oh, man. Man, shit. Man, it makes you wonder. Like, you see, if it were to happen, I wouldn't, me personally, obviously, I would have gone for The Rock, but I wouldn't care who wins, just as long as we had a clean fight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if The Rock wins or The Rock loses or Triple H wins or he loses. Just want like a little clean fight. Kind of like how Triple H had it with Taker. Remember on those two WrestleManias Triple H had with Taker? One was No Holds Barred, WrestleMania 27, and the other one was WrestleMania 28, Hell in the Cell with Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee. Even though that match wasn't clean at WrestleMania 38, at WrestleMania 28, still was a hell of a match, by the way. Still, it was, in some ways it was a clean match, especially WrestleMania 27. We know definitely it was a clean match, and to me it was one of the greatest matches I ever seen, in my opinion. But we could have something related to that with him and The Rock. You know what I mean? And I heard The Rock is gonna wrestle against Roman Reigns at next year's WrestleMania. Maybe I go and take a look at it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. And, now that Triple H is the head of creative for WWE, and which basically, he gets the last say of what goes on the creativity in the WWE world. Would I go back and watch wrestling again, or more importantly, WWE again? Hey, as the old saying goes for wrestling terms, you never say never. Never say never. I may or may not. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it out there. I didn't say yes, nor I didn't say no. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? What would have happened? What do you guys think? How it would have gone down between Triple H and The Rock at WrestleMania? Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, would you guys wanted to see The Rock versus Triple H at WrestleMania? Put that on the comment section as well. And if you enjoyed this video, you can do me a solid favor and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and smash that share button. And remember, you make sure you keep that notification bell on so that way you don't miss any videos that I upload. Alright guys, well, until next time, peace out. Yeah.